So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Rolling left, buying some time. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Here's the snap on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Third down from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking for a throw here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air, 3rd and long. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well from Tennessee, Joe Milton.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Milton now. Finds Laporta. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now Milton to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Giants football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception. It was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. After a good pickup, their setup was second and short. Throwing now, Milton. He finds Laporta. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Coming right is Gibbs. And all the way to the sideline before he gets taken down along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Lions making the call for their field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you check down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the New York offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense in the hurry up now. Here's 2nd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 3rd and short.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. He's going to throw this one. That's Bigsby. He's got it.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Giants looking for a score before halftime. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 43. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 2 here. And the Giants will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practice and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the New York touchdown. The Giants earn the chance to tie it before halftime. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tied things 10-10. On now is York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
This is complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Milton. Hits him on the out route. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. All right, here we go. Second down. From the 36, caught by his back. And he's just spinning his